So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
To throw is Cousins. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Mahomes going to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Caught left side, Williams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They go play action. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's out right at the 25. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an outside.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vontez perfect. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And an update from a game going on out in Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Gun!
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. Throw right side, complete to Williams. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Get ready.
Cousins to throw it this time. It's complete to Brown, right side. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. First down. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Cousins now to throw on first down. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Cousins again. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Called that a very strong gain of 24. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, fellas.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season doing it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game.
And the pressure gets to him again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes being chased out left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Mahomes forced out to his man. A big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Now he's going to go for it all. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes, and he's going to go down again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, high 7.
Cousins now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The throw complete here to Williams. Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Gun.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Chris Jones on the stop.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
They run it again with Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They run it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Listen to me. Quaker Omaha. Gun. Banjo. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike. Hey, zoom.
Cousins now from the 50. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Gun.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check nickel.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let him know.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Cook fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. 25 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
They'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He's back to throw, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
44, Mike, 44. Hey, receiver. Situation. Hey, 382, lay 50. Hey, Charlie.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gun.
You must be dreaming. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Here we go,
Back to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
That's fielded in the end zone. Dances by him.
Let's go, let's go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow. 23.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Oakland, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.